Hey, what's up, America? I'm your host for They Feel Truth TV, your 2024 presidential candidate, Rico Dukes. I'm going to talk to y'all a little minute briefly about some of my campaign agendas. My campaign agenda, y'all might can't see my shirt, as y'all see, my presidential campaign shirts. So I'll be I'm starting my campaign at the end of this year, the first of next year, 23. And I'll be out on the streets paving, talking to the people, selling my shirts, doing my book tours, holding rallies. I'll be doing a lot of numerous different things. And I want y'all to support um, the youngest presidential candidate ever in history. One of my campaign presidential agendas is to raise the hourly wage pay to $14 to $17 an hour nationwide, so a family of four will be able to sustain themselves. Family of four or five will be able to sustain themselves. I aim to end the age limit to collect your retirement check. Why should you have to wait till you are 65 to collect your retirement check when you can work for 30 years? You have worked for 30 years to collect your retirement check. Now you retire at the age of 55. Now you can't collect your retirement check till you 65. Why do they um not give you your retirement check till you 65? Because they already understand and have did their statistics and know that 75% of Americans don't live to see 65 years old. So where do that money go back to if the person that retired that died don't have anyone that has the knowledge to know how to get their retirement money transferred over to them? So that money goes back to the state. I aim to end high health care. I aim to try to give free health care to every American in the country if it's possible. I aim to end poverty in minorities neighborhoods and build better schools and better neighborhoods. The reason why the neighborhoods are like this, they section us out as they section the neighborhoods out to the ones that they want to be poverty and they want to be minority. They section them out. Have you ever noticed when you go into other neighborhoods, when you go into the suburb neighborhoods, have you ever noticed how the streets are all real concrete, but when you go into the poverty minority neighborhoods, pretty much majority of them they black tart or they got holes or they got where they went and dug holes into the concrete and they patched it up with iron patches. That's to signify the poverty minority neighborhoods across America. And if you notice, this is going on all across America. I aim to end y'all have to bear with me because this here really was like a spur of the moment. I ain't got nothing wrote down, so I'm off the top of my head. I'm not one of them candidates that believe in writing a whole lot of stuff down. I believe in talking to the people directly from my heart, and my speech and my words is come as I go on with my procedure. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do a lot of written down stuff. I'm not like those other candidates who practice what they're gonna say to the people for 2 and 3 weeks and 4 and 5 months. I just say it directly from my heart. God give me the words to say to y'all, to the people. So that's what I go on. Um but as of right now, I'm just thinking about all my campaign agendas. I aim to end human trafficking of our women and children from country to country, from state to state, because the international abduction law, which is the Haji Convention. They are in control of all this right here. They are in control of human trafficking. This is what they do. They know what is going on, America. They know what is going on. Y'all think that these kidnappings of our women and children are just happening randomly? No, these are planned attacks. Now, I'm not saying that all of them are planned attacks. 65% of them are all planned attacks, America, on our women and children. This is to break the economy down. This is to force the economy and the people to depend on the government, the same government that they have been depending on to do things for them and to protect them from injustice and crimes that have failed to do their job. So this is the plan of what they aim to do to the people, to break the people down, to make you dependent on the government. Um, I aim to end. First of all, I aim to legalize recreational marijuana in all 50 states of America. This is one of my biggest campaigns agenda to legalize recreational marijuana, because recreational marijuana, they're selling recreational marijuana all across America. But yet you'll go to a job or whatever and they won't give you a job because you come up positive for marijuana. So I aim to create to where all recreational marijuana is legal. It's legal, meaning that judges would no longer be able to discriminate against you for having a dirty urine, meaning they would not be able to test you for marijuana. Now, any other drugs, strong drugs, cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, things of that nature, there, then yeah, but marijuana that would be excluded from a drug test from a job. You would no longer be able to be discriminated for having marijuana, being positive for marijuana. Uh, I aim to end mass incarceration. Um, Up under the High G Convention, USM 94, Foreign Central Authority. I aim to end mass incarceration. Mass incarceration is illegal because no corporation in the United States of America has ever been legal, including Congress, because they all reside in the territory of Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is a territory that lacks power, authority, and jurisdiction. I have won this in over 50 federal court cases. Dukes versus Lee was the first case that ever broke history to prove this right. Uh, I aim to hold all law enforcement and all officials accountable for their crimes, their action against the people. Yeah, no one would be above the law. With me as being 2024 President of the United States of America, I aim to disassemble the United States government away from the American people, from the 50 American states, to where the people will govern themselves. Every entity that the U.S. government has gained from the taxpayers' dollars, I aim to have the people control their own entities. The people are the power to these entities that they have paid for. Y'all see what you got from Trump. You see what you got from Biden. You see what you got from Obama. None of these presidential candidates have ever gave you the people anything. Yet they have gave the corporations billions and billions and billions after billions. But yet they have failed to take care of you, the very people who are their boss. You, the American people. You see what Trump did. You see what Biden did. What other chance can you stand to have by seeing what I can do? Someone that comes from poverty with you, someone that comes from a minority neighborhood, someone that has a background and that has actually been through things, somebody that actually knows what's going on in the poverty minority communities and what needs to be and what shouldn't be in the poverty minority communities. How can we continue to allow these politicians who never been foot in any poverty of minority neighborhood until it's time for them to be elected or re-elected or whatever the case may be? How can we continue to allow them to rule over our communities when they have no knowledge of what we need to survive in our communities? Because for one, they never come to any of these communities unless they're asking for your vote. For two, they don't live in these communities, so they don't know the conditions that the people in these communities are in. So they don't know the right result to try to issue to the people to better their community. So we need people that actually have been and that's been and that are still there in our community with our people that are suffering today. And I am one of those presidential candidates who are is truly from the poverty minority neighborhoods of Shreveport, Louisiana, Cedar Grove. I'm in Dallas, Texas right now. I've been all around through Dallas, Texas to the south. I have seen how the homeless sleep on the ground. I aim to end homeless. I aim to give veterans a better pay, a higher pay. They go and fight these wars and have no clue on really what they fighting these wars for, but come back home and their own people that they went and fought these wars for would not give them the medical attention they need, would not give them the housing resources they need, would not give them the just the basic supplies that they need to survive life every day after going through something so traumatic like this for this country. But yet they come home and this country forgets all about them. So I aim to raise the veteran pay for veterans all across the country. Like I said, I wasn't gonna talk about this. I ain't gonna go into this too much. I just want to kind of give y'all a rundown on what's going on and things of this nature right here, and part of my campaign agenda. And it's gonna be an honor to serve y'all. It's gonna be an honor to just run in this race. And, who would ever thought that a person that's from my character and from where I come from will be doing all the great things that I'm doing and I'm achieving? Who would have ever thought that? Who would have ever thought that? Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on what you believe in, America. I'm your host for They Fear Truth TV, Rico Dukes. I'm your 2024 presidential candidate. I'm the son of Dr. Huey P. Newton, the attorney and founder of They Fear Truth Federal Government of America, the president and CEO of They Fear Truth Federal Reserve Bank. Y'all be sure to check my clothing line out, RCDHPN. Y'all be sure to buy y'all some presidential campaign gear. Uh, Give me a second. Be sure, y'all be sure to check my book out, buy my book, True Story of a King, Son of Huey P. Newton. I'll be selling this book on my presidential campaign book tour. It has a lot of great information in here, a lot of facts they put in here. Y'all be sure to check my book out. Part one to this book, which is Ultimate Family Betrayal. Ultimate Family Betrayal and True Story of a King, Son of Huey P. Newton. Once again, I'm your 2024 U.S. presidential candidate. Y'all vote for me. 2024, real revolution change. I'm what we need. Peace.